Hi, so I don't expect this to be a long reading today, but I'm just urged to do a quick check-in on the current situation for those twin flames who are coming into union, just to try and work out what on earth is going on in the collective, because I feel like what's happening in the 5D and the 3D and what we feel energetically just isn't quite matching up. So we're going to try and get some clarity on that situation. So the first thing I want to look at is the Divine Feminine's current energy. I just feel like the Divine Masculines are really struggling right now. They're not quite sure what their next steps are, so hopefully I can try and get some kind of guidance for them as well. Okay, so the current energy of the Divine Feminines, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So Divine Feminines are feeling very secure and stable and moving on with their lives. This is about, so for those twin flames who are close to union, the Divine Feminines really are just moving on with their own life. They're not concerned about what their Divine Masculine is up to anymore. They're just trusting in the Divine, truly surrendering to this outcome and whatever is going to happen. They do want that stable new beginning, but right now I feel like career is their focus. The Divine Feminines are building their own empire, they're building their own kind of like world. Like they are manifesting other things outside of this twin flame relationship, and that's what their focus is on. I'm channeling here that these Divine Feminines are really kind of at a position now where they're like, okay, if the Divine Masculine, if my counterpart wants to join me and help build with me, then great, but if not, I've got everything that I need. Like, I'm happy within myself. We're going to look at now the Divine Masculine's current energy in this collective. Ace of Cups. So you've both got aces here. You're both wanting that new beginning, and Divine Feminines want it to be secure and stable. Divine Masculines want it to be loving and peaceful. So this is kind of like really good indication that you are on really similar wavelengths right now with what you desire. I have been seeing swans today and yesterday everywhere. So union is close. Divine Masculines are resting, and we've got another ace here. So Four of Swords, currently Divine Masculines are resting because they want this new beginning. They feel it close, and they need to get clarity. They need to rest. Like, this full moon is still affecting them. It brought up a lot of feelings to the surface, and whilst those feelings have helped them realise that they want this emotional new beginning, they want to be honest with their Divine Feminine about what is happening in their current situation, but they need to rest before they can take any further action. Look now at the guidance for this group of Divine Feminines. So the guidance here we've got with the Two of Wands and the Star. So you're being guided to carry on your own journey. Don't wait for your ship to come in. This is about being fully independent. Your independence is going to attract your Divine Masculine. Once you really are focused on doing your own thing, that's when they're going to return to you. You know, you can fulfill your own wishes. That's the message that I'm receiving, is that you have the power to fulfill your own wishes. You don't need this union to complete you. You're complete in yourself. So if you are holding on to anything with the Ten of Wands here, you're being guided to end these cycles, put down this burden, whatever it is that you've been working really hard to achieve. Now's the time to shift the focus back to yourself and let your Divine Masculine go about, you know, his own spiritual awakening. We'll see what guidance we have for the Divine Masculines. Six of Cups, which is a card about returning past relationships. Returning home to your Divine Feminine. So Divine Masculines, you are being guided to bring this relationship back together. I see here a gift, like you're being guided to give your Divine Feminine a gift. I'm hearing the words, just give them a break. Divine Feminines have really put in a lot of time and effort now on pursuing their own goals, and Divine Masculines, now is the time for you to start returning home. And we've got another ace here. So in 5 cards we've got 3 aces. You're being guided towards that new beginning. Like, the Divine Masculine's reading is so strongly focused on new beginnings and fresh starts, and those fresh starts are all about this relationship. I'm being told that some divine masculines are also being guided to understand the kind of like deeper connection within this relationship, and that it is a past life relationship. And maybe even research what twin flames are and start to understand a little bit more about this journey and this connection. They're being guided to work hard now. Once they've come out of this current energy of needing to rest, they're going to have to start working hard to bring things back together and to bring you two back together. Because I really feel like things have to start moving quickly now. We'll see what the Divine Feminines can expect to see soon in their life. So over the week, that's what I'm going to ask for. Over the next week, what can the Divine Feminines expect to see? Four of Swords, we've got the Four of Swords here. So Divine Masculines are resting currently. Divine Feminines, you need to rest as well. Over the next week, you're going to be resting and getting your energy up, because you need to heal now. You need to rest. And this is all about preparation. This is a card for preparing for union. The Hermit, so keep focusing on your own spiritual growth. You are the light that's guiding your Divine Masculine home. The more rested and rejuvenated you feel, the brighter that light is, the more that they're going to feel like they know their way. We'll have one more card for what these Divine Feminines can expect to see soon. Okay, so Five of Pentacles. So for some of you next week, you are still going to feel left out on the cold because your Divine Masculine is not going to have made the communication that you want. They're not going to have give you the clarity and, you know, give you the answers that you need. However, things are still growing in this card, so no matter how kind of like desperate the surrounding is in the situation, there are still things happening here. There's still big changes. So no matter what you see in the physical, in the 3D, know that things are happening behind the scenes. Divine Masculines, Four of Pentacles. So this is a card about balance and career, and they're going to start holding on tightly to this relationship. Divine Masculines are going to find that balance within themselves, and they're going to want to bring about that new beginning. They're being guided to return home to their Divine Feminines. And this Four of Pentacles is very much about them deciding that they're now going to hold on tight to their Divine Feminines. Let's see what these two are. Wow. I love it when the cards just fall out and I just know that I need to take them. What a Divine Masculine is going to see over the next week: Page of Wands and Four of Wands. This is the Twin Flame Union card, and Page of Wands is all about communication, and Wands are kind of like sudden fiery energy. So Divine Masculines are going to be guided you know, towards returning home to their Divine Feminines and working hard. And as a result of that hard work, they're going to communicate, and they're going to be communicating about how they can bring you two back together. Because Divine Masculines know that they're the ones that have to bring you back together. The Divine Feminines are not going to chase their Divine Masculine, because that's not what you two agreed to before you were born. So this is now about Divine Masculines taking control and starting towards that new beginning, starting making progress towards union. And, you know, Divine Masculines, I do feel like they have a sudden rush of urgency, like they realise that they need to make this happen quite quickly because time isn't on their side anymore. Their Divine Feminines, they feel like their Divine Feminines are moving on. The Divine Feminines are purely focused on their own journey now, and the Divine Masculines feel that shift in energy, and they're realising that they might be feeling like they are losing the attention of the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines are no longer focused on the relationship, and they're moving on, and if they don't take action soon, they'll be concerned that they could lose their Divine Feminine for good. I'm going to pull some of these cards now for what is happening over the next 24 hours within the collective. Completion. Full moon energy is passing. Completion of cycles. Everything is coming together exactly as it's meant to. Is that a snake? I think that's a snake that's on this card. And if you saw my Instagram post yesterday about serpents and their meaning, this is a strong indication to me that this is completion towards twin flame union, towards bringing you two back together. So all things have a beginning, a middle and an end. This is the nature of life. And all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of a moment and the need to transform an old form into the new one. So this is about moving you two forwards towards union now. You've finished a cycle and there's no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it's time to honour what has been and find a new form for the future. Completion is time for celebration. So this is about this old cycle that you have closed out, this period of separation. It's over. There's no need for you two to be separated anymore. It's now time to start bringing you back together. So the next 24 hours, I feel like Divine Masculine is going to be working hard on figuring out how they can bring about this completion and how they can bring this relationship back together. I'll leave a card out. I'm going to pull some more. So we're looking at the longer picture. So by midweek, let's see what's going to happen between the collective. The Staff. Okay, I have had this previously for the Divine Masculines as well. So the Staff is very much about the universal support that they're receiving. The Staff is a symbol of authority, so by midweek the Divine Masculines are going to be ready to, take the power in their hands and start taking the right course of action. The message in the book says that Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert. We've got that snake again, that twin flame union, the masculine and the feminines coming together in harmony. Sacred union. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. So in your heart you already know that you want union, and the Divine Masculines are now ready to take that action towards union. So tomorrow we have the completion of this old cycle and realising that Divine Masculines need to move into the new cycle. By midweek we have the Staff, which is them taking control and starting taking action towards union. By the end of the week, what do we have? The Medicine Wheel. We have a serpent again here. There's snakes everywhere in this reading. This is confirmation about that twin flame union. And the Medicine Wheel is... I just feel like this is going to be a really powerful message in the book. This is the cycle of life, the cycle of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. So this symbolises the 4 steps that the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. So by the end of the week, we have abundance here with the 35. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is the number for abundance. This Medicine Wheel is very much about things coming together and making sure that this cycle is completed. That union is going to be coming in. For some of you, by the end of the week, everything's going to be a lot clearer. Okay, we'll pull some of these cards to try and understand what is happening over the next 24 hours between the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines. Trapped in fear. So that is probably the Divine Masculines being fearful about how they're going to bring this union about, knowing that they want this foundation, they want this rainbow. Rainbow always symbolises union for me. This is also the 4 of Wands card again, so it's strongly on the Divine Masculine's mind. So the Divine Masculines currently feel trapped in fear and they're desperately wanting that foundation for you both, that foundation of this relationship, but they just don't know how they're going to go about it. They're desiring that harmony, the sacred union. They know that they want to be with you, they want this relationship. They can't let you go. Triumphant success. Whatever action they are being guided to taking will be a success. They know that their Divine Feminine is the one for them, and that they have to take action to bring you back together. Heartache and loss. So some Divine Masculines are still stuck in focusing on the hurt and the pain and the past, but from a Divine Feminine reading, we saw that the Divine Feminine is not stuck in that energy. She's not focused on the past and the hurt and whatever bad things happen in a relationship. She's just ready for the future. So the Divine Masculines, you're being asked to really look at your current situation and get out of this cage of fear, these feelings of heartache and loss. You've not lost anything. All you're doing is gaining. Think about how much you and your Divine Feminine have grown throughout this period of separation and how healthy it's been for you both, because that's where your Divine Feminine is currently at. That's how she feels. She feels grateful for this separation. No matter how painful it was at the start, she has achieved things on her own that she would not have achieved in a relationship with you. That's where this Queen of Cups is coming from. And that Ace of Pentacles, that is her stable new beginning that she has had because of this separation. So Divine Masculines, you're being asked now to stop focusing on the past relationship and the heartache, and think firmly about building this solid foundation for you both to bring you into harmony, because it is going to be successful. Just going to see what the outcome for the week is. Awareness. So by the end of the week, the Divine Masculines are going to be fully aware of this connection. Their crown chakra is going to be activated and they're going to be working with their higher self to bring union in. The Divine Masculines are ready for a new beginning. So by the end of the week, I feel like there's going to be a huge shift in this energy, and these feelings of fear and heartache and loss are going to be gone, and the Divine Masculines are solely going to be pursuing a committed relationship with their Divine Feminine. That Four of Wands, that union that they want, that's where they're going to be moving towards. We'll have a card for the current situation now. So the next 24 hours, let's see what's happening. Step out of your comfort zone. This is very much a reading for the Divine Masculines. So Divine Masculines, you're being asked now to step out of your comfort zone. What are you gaining from staying where you are? If you're missing your Divine Feminine, why are you staying stuck? The universe is ready for this to come together. So it's time for you to really step out of that comfort zone, and start taking action. You have to be the one to bring union in. Your Divine Feminine is not going to be the person who brings this back together. This is about you taking that authority, taking control. Nothing is yet set in stone. So this is about going with the flow. So Divine Feminines, you need to be going with the flow this week and just letting things unfold naturally. Truly surrender to the divine. Nothing is fixed. Be bold and make the first move. Divine Masculines, you're being asked now to be bold. You are very close to achieving your goal and surrender to the divine. So whatever guidance you're receiving, through your intuition, so thoughts or dreams that you're having, surrender to that. Have faith in the divine. Divine timing is now. It's time for action. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone and make the first move towards this union. You're so close to being back in harmony with your Divine Feminine. That relationship that you desire is really, really close, but it's not going to just happen overnight. It's not just going to appear before your eyes. There is hard work that needs to be done to get there, and the time is now. So you're being asked, are you ready? Are you ready to take that action, or are you going to put this off even longer? Because the longer you put this off, the more you're going to stay trapped in fear, the more you're going to feel that heartache and loss, because you feel like you're missing a piece of you, because your twin flame is the other half of your soul. Once you two are together, you will feel complete. As long as you're resisting bringing you two back together, you're going to stay stuck in those feelings. But as soon as you take that action, everything's going to come together. The divine's going to bring this together beautifully for you. Bring love into the situation. It is time now to bring love back into the situation. And the bottom of the deck, we've got communication is key. Divine Masculines, why are you not communicating? What are you scared of by reaching out to your Divine Feminine and telling her the truth of your feelings? You need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to communicate. Your Divine Feminine knows in her heart, her energy, her soul, she knows that union is close. But if you don't communicate, how is this ever going to move forward? You're going to stay stuck in this cycle. And, divine timing is now. It is time for you two to come back together. Okay. I'm going to pull some of my mini tarot cards just to see over the next week what we're going to see happen between the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines. 3 of Pentacles, so taking the steps towards union. Divine Masculines are very much ascending to connect with their higher selves, becoming more spiritually aware. Confirmed with the Hierophant, they're making those changes to truly understand this connection. And it's going to be slow, so they are taking slow action because they want this to be a secure and stable offer. They don't want to rush in before they feel ready. So they're going to start taking those steps towards their Empress. Their Divine Feminine they see as someone who is loving, a future wife, mother to their children, secure and stable in her own skin, content and happy, spiritual. That's all the things they see their Divine Feminine as, and they want to make sure that they offer their Divine Feminine a stable offer. Queen of Swords, again, Divine Feminines, you are very much in your Queen and Empress energy. You're ready for union. You're ready for the truth. You just want that communication to know what is going on. You feel, you know, you're... Sorry, that's another Queen that's just come out. Queen of Cups. Wow, this next week, Divine Feminines are fully going to be in their power. They're going to be secure and stable and grounded. And I don't even feel that they're waiting for their Divine Masculine to return. These Divine Feminines are so secure and stable. They are working on themselves and doing their own thing. It's up to the Divine Masculine now if they want to take action towards bringing you back together. Judgment and 2 of Pentacles. So Judgment, and this one just slips out, 9 of Cups. So Judgment is all about divine timing. This is the universe saying, yeah, the time is now for you two to come back together and come into union. 2 of Pentacles, it's time to make your wishes come true. Find that balance. This relationship is eternal, so find that balance within yourself, Divine Masculines, so that you can balance out this connection and bring about wish fulfillment. I'm still channeling like messages of like engagements and marriages. So for some of you, this is gonna be a serious commitment that comes in. The High Priestess. So Divine Feminines are fully trusting their intuition that they're receiving. Divine Masculines, you're also now receiving strong intuitive messages and you're being guided to truly trust them. We have another Queen. This row is literally the Empress, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Divine Feminines are fully ready for union. There's no blocks for them anymore. There are no blocks for union for the Divine Feminines. It's now just about the Divine Masculines, you know, stepping out of their comfort zone and taking that that leap of faith really towards bringing this union in. The Moon card. So this is about the full moon energy passing. That wish fulfillment, and the Divine Masculines are going to be ready for action as soon as they feel like the full moon has fully worn off. And once that full moon energy has truly passed, which I feel like by midweek it will have done, definitely, they're going to be left with wisdom and knowledge about what their next steps are. They're going to be ready to take action. Knight of Cups. They're going to be ready to bring about that offer of love and to go with the flow. They are surrendering to the divine. They're letting go of this heartache and loss that they have felt, and they're just going with it now because they can't resist this union anymore. 6 of Cups. This is always a card about past life relationships and returning. We had it in the Divine Masculine's guidance before and it's here again. So with the 6 of Cups, those Divine Masculines are being guided to communicate with their Divine Feminine and start moving you both towards a new relationship, putting down that burden, ending this cycle for good and bringing you two back together. Okay, I'm just going to pull a few more cards and we'll see what these say, and then we'll see what messages we have. Okay, the final Queen. We have all 4 Queens out in this reading and the Empress with the High Priestess. This could not be like more confirmation that the Divine Feminines are ready. They have every element brought together. Everything that you could want in a partner, they embody. And the Divine Masculines feel that. And as a result, we've got 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Divine Masculine's working hard to bring about a stable offer. Communication is key right now. I feel like that's where this is heading. This week, the Divine Masculines are going to be getting ready to communicate their current situations and what they want to happen. There's no kings right now, so I feel like right now the Divine Masculines are working up the courage to just step out of their comfort zone, and this is quite a childlike energy. Because we've seen them in their king energy in the past, and this was how they felt about themselves, and now it's coming to the 3D and they're actually getting ready to step out of their comfort zone and make that communication to their Divine Feminine. They're suddenly feeling quite nervous and scared. Divine Masculines, there's no need for you to feel like that. Look at what's just come out. The Lovers. Sacred union. You two coming together. Look at how like intertwined these lovers are. This is what's the outcome of your communication. You know, you can have that happy union, but you know now that your Divine Feminine is not accepting anything less than a stable and secure offer. She wants this lover. She wants this fully committed relationship, this union. So the question is, are you ready to give that to her? Because the more you resist bringing you two together in a committed relationship, the more stuck you're going to feel. 10 of Pentacles. This is my favourite 10 in the tarot. This is like a secure, stable relationship that we saw before. This is what this relationship is about. The Lovers card here with the 10 of Pentacles, bringing you two together. For 10 of Pentacles is like future family and marriage. You two will not be separated again. The message I'm receiving is that some Divine Masculines are scared about bringing about a committed relationship because they fear the separation again. But deep in your soul, you know that the growth that you have both been through has transformed you completely. You're both in completely different situations than you were before. So things are going to be different this time. There's no need to worry. 0, the Fool, a complete reset. This is the only 0 you have in tarot. This is confirmation that it is a completely fresh new beginning. There is nothing from the past coming forwards with you. It's about taking that leap of faith now, because this committed relationship you're going to have with your Divine Feminine, this is the real deal. This is you two coming together and staying together now until marriage, until you have a family together, until death do us part. That's the message I'm hearing, is that when you bring you and your Divine Feminine together, it's going to be the real thing. It's going to be so grounded, and everything that you wanted from a relationship. It's a complete new journey for you both. And I'm just going to pull one final card. Justice. A card of Libra. I've been channeling that Libras are going to come into union, but this is also, there's a bigger picture here. The Libra is about justice and balancing scales. If you saw my Instagram post yesterday, you saw that I saw that figurine in the castle wall, and that was like the symbol of justice. This is a second chance at a relationship which is completely new. Nothing from the past is coming forwards with you. Take that leap of faith and bring about that second chance. Everything is balanced now. There's no reason for you to be holding back anymore, Divine Masculines. By holding back, you're just keeping yourself stuck, and you're not enjoying feeling that way. So why don't you just be bold and make that first move? If you make the decision to bring you and your Divine Feminine together into union, you know, everything is gonna happen so quickly, and you're gonna have a complete new start in this relationship. I just keep hearing that the past is the past. Like that's not coming forwards with you. So there's no need to be focusing on the past. There's no need to be worried about that repeating itself, because it's not going to. If you make the decision to commit to this relationship and bring you and your Divine Feminine together into union, then why would the past repeat itself? Because you know that you're not going to run again. You know that you're not leaving your Divine Feminine the way you left them before. So what is there to fear? Okay, I'm just going to pull some message cards now So firstly, I feel like the Divine Masculines need to hear some messages from the Divine Feminines. So what messages do the Divine Feminines have for their Divine Masculines? Have faith, we planned this before we were born. I'm sure I said something similar to that right at the start of this video about you both planned this whole journey, this whole experience before you were incarnated. Anything you have been through, no matter how painful it felt, that's all pre-planned. You had to trigger each other to go deep within your souls to heal any current life, childhood, past life wounds that needed to be healed. See what other messages that we have for the Divine Masculines here. I have visions, I see you everywhere, I choose you, you are the one for me. Your Divine Feminine only wants you, Divine Masculine. She doesn't want to be with anyone else. You're the person she wants that 10 of Pentacles with, that marriage, that commitment. And she is literally seeing signs and synchronicities all over the place, dreaming about you. She feels how close you are to union, and she's just urging you to take that leap of faith. True love has a habit of coming back. She knows you're returning. Make sure you rest. We had the Four of Swords in your current energy, so make sure you rest, because by midweek I'm expecting powerful changes. Raise your vibrations. So this is about freeing yourself from those feelings of being stuck, feeling yourself from your cage of fear, and just taking a leap of faith and working towards bringing you two back together. I miss us. Your Divine Feminine misses this relationship. She misses being in your arms and being with you, and she's asking you to open your heart. So see the bigger picture now. Trust in me, trust in us, I'm coming back to you. Your Divine Feminine knows all this is coming together, so open your heart to her and, start working towards getting the courage to take that leap of faith, because, the universe wants you to do it now. The time has come for action, especially over the next week and the next couple of weeks. Things are going to have to start coming back together, and you know that you need to be the ones to take control. Okay, now we're just going to have some messages from the Divine Masculines for their Divine Feminines. The first one, have faith, we planned this before we were born, and this was the first card that came out. So both of you are being asked now by the universe to have faith. This is all pre-planned. This whole journey, the blocks, the obstacles, the pain, the healing that you've been through, the growth, your current situation, so locations, where you are, where you're going, all of this is pre-planned. God is helping me right now. Please don't be angry with me forever. So some Divine Masculines are still feeling stuck because they might feel angry at their Divine Feminines for the past. Well, let go of those feelings. Divine Feminines are being supported by the universe right now. That's how they're staying in that Queen energy. That's how they are staying as their Empress, because they are being supported by the universe. You're my reason for everything. Divine Masculines, your Divine Feminines, you are the reason that they have been able to transform, and they're grateful for any of what you perceive as like pain and suffering you put them through. They're grateful for that because that's allowed them to grow, and right now they are so grateful for the growth that they have had. What's meant to be will always find a way. Divine Feminines know that, the Divine Masculines are going to return to them. It's just a matter of time. Our prayers and visualizations are manifesting. I need to be alone right now. So the Divine Masculines are telling the Divine Feminines that they need to be alone right now. They have God helping them. Divine Feminines, don't be angry at your Divine Masculine. Forgive them. You are the reason for everything, and they are going to find a way to return to you. They know that this is happening. I feel like that need to be alone right now is related to the moon. Once this full moon energy passes, they are going to start preparing to take action. Divine Feminine, stop focusing on when. And the last card, I share your pain. So no matter how it feels in the 3D, your Divine Masculine misses you just as much as you miss them. They feel just as cut up and hurt about this separation, and they really want to bring you back together. So Divine Masculines, you're really being guided now to start taking those steps towards union and stop feeling stuck in your current situation. The quicker you take action, the quicker this will come together. And once it comes together, I just see, you know, fulfillment and peace and like such a mature relationship manifesting between you both. Any of those like petty arguments and disagreements are truly gone, because this is now the cycle towards the much longer term. This is like your cycle towards forever now. Okay, hopefully that's been helpful. Do follow me on Instagram where I post daily readings. And if you've got any questions or you want to book a private reading, you can message me on there.